use a lace in this case to make the hood by folding the wider side down without twisting it, so that the bottom of the wider side lines up with the long edge of the narrow side. So I'm just folding it over, and you could, if you have buttons along one of the sides, you could button it, or you could tie it, or I'm gonna lace it. I'll show you that. So I worked my way up to the top ribs that match. I'm going to run my lace through the 2 holes like that. I'll show you up close when I'm done. I'm going to lace it just like a shoelace, all the way down the bottom, using every other hole, because it doesn't need to be through every single hole. So every same side of the rib, the right side of the rib. My lace doesn't quite reach the bottom, and this is the large sides anyway, so it's okay if it has a little gap at the bottom there at the lace. I'm just going to tie it here, a couple inches up from the bottom. Alright? So, there's that, just like a shoelace. And the other important thing for this particular hood style is that you need to have a button over on this side. So if you don't have a button there, you can use a tie or a lace or put a temporary button on or something in order for this style to work. And it might be helpful to have them all the way along the side of the edge of the wide side there, like I have here. So put the hood on your head, and you can use these buttons to button the bottom of this across to keep it extra snug, or you can just wrap it and then use this button here to button that. And it depends on the size of your piece and the style that you want it. You could leave it much looser and then just do the corner of it right here, like that. And then you have a looser hood style there. That'll let air in. If you want it to be extra snug, of course, you just tighten it up and keep the air out. Snug it up. And you can even use all these buttons here. So, button it however you want, depending on how tight or loose you want it. And here is that. Super cozy. So, narrow side, wide side of the L. The L goes like that. And fold it outside the L, away from the other side. Like this, without twisting it. And I already have the buttons, so I'm going to button up this hood from the top down. So with the buttons, you can just button it from the bottom up to make sure the ribs line up. So, starting at the bottom, line up the ribs. Okay. Alright, button to the top. I put it on just like the other one. And just like the other one, it's important that there be a button right here at the other corner of the wide end. Now this one's tighter though because it's smaller. So the hood is smaller and the hood doesn't come forward as much. But it works. So for this one, because it's smaller and I don't want it to come undone, I'm going to button it across here on the bottom, so down here. I'm going to do 2 buttons so it's extra secure. So we got these 2 buttons. Wrap it around and reuse this button again. So 2 buttonholes are going through the same button there. So like I said, the smaller one, the hood isn't as far forward. It's going to kind of slip back more, but it works. And you could do this style without any buttons. Just wrap the scarf around. It's just going to be a little bit less secure. The hood's going to want to kind of fall down more. Then I'm going to use the ties to tie it into the hood. Right, so we got ties tying the hood. Put that hood on. And you can just leave it just like that, or use all the ties. If you have all these ties on like this, you can use them to tie it on more. So tie the ties to each other, or tie them through the buttonholes. Yeah, however you want to do it. So here it is tied on. And hood. And the super extra bulky version has a pretty nice size hood going in this direction. The wide side is pretty nice and big. Put it down. It's not raining. Put it up when you need it. Or if you want kind of a looser look, just kind of drape it once. You could tie one of the ties on the bottom here so it doesn't fall off. There. Okay. Just have it looser.